It's your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel, Gentleman Rated, the channel of style and substance with a sprinkle of satire, coming to you live from London, the capital city of classic menswear. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing or checking out some of my older content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much and welcome back. In today's episode of Gentleman Rated, I'm going to be discussing the 6 style rules that make Great British style icon Prince Charles. Through his elegant and stylish charm, he has captured the attention of the world's media and has become a symbol of British style and sophistication. His fondness of the classic double-breasted suit, in addition to his masterful and elegant arrangement of traditional formal wear, have become the hallmarks of his signature style. Widely regarded as one of the country's finest dressed men, Prince Charles has an unmistakably classic British style aesthetic. In this episode of Gentleman Rated, I'm going to be taking a closer look at how he achieves this timeless look. We'll be discussing the 6 key principles that define his personal style. Don't drink. Drinking is bad. The first and foremost principle that comes to mind when you think of Prince Charles is sustainability. For the purpose of this video, the term sustainability can be defined as the avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. Prince Charles is a vocal advocate of this practice, but also demonstrates his environmental consciousness with his personal style choices. While it is customary these days for many celebrities not to be seen in the same outfit twice, Prince Charles regularly reuses his old clothing without hesitation. His wardrobe consists of mainly hand-sewn Savile Row pieces, many of which were made several decades ago. He consistently rewears and rotates the same set of suits, occasionally switching up accessories and shirt and tie combos to give a slightly different look each time. In 2018, he famously wore this 30-year-old Anderson&Sheppard morning suit to his son Harry's wedding, and rewore the same suits again in 2021 to the royal ascot. Instead of throwing away his old and damaged clothes, or having them replaced with new ones, Prince Charles has admitted that he would rather have them repaired or repurposed altogether. Prime examples of the prince's frugal nature include this patch repair performed on one of his suit jackets, this patch repair performed on an old pair of his John Lobb shoes said to have been made sometime in the early 1970s, and finally, Prince Charles using his old battered jackets and overcoats as part of his gardening wear. The second style rule Prince Charles adopts is consistency. Part of the prince's timeless and classic appeal lie in his display of consistency over the years. He consistently wears a pocket square with all of his suits, he consistently wears a spread collar shirt with double cuffs, and consistently sports a narrow tie knot with a small dimple. His style choices are not only deliberate but consistent, and he rarely deviates from them. His particular specifications, as disclosed by former head cutter at Anderson&Sheppard, Mr. John Hitchcock, are as follows. The prince prefers a generous lapel width of usually 3 3/4 inches. For his double-breasted suits, his jackets have a 6x2 button arrangement. For his single-breasted suits, his jackets usually have 3 buttons with a 3-roll 2 lapel. All of his trousers have turn-ups of 1 3/4 inches. The third style rule, what associates with Prince Charles, is attention to detail. As many style enthusiasts will know, the slightest detail can make or break an outfit. Small details such as shining your shoes or choosing the right colour tie to match your shirt can make a big difference to your overall aesthetic. There are many different examples of where Prince Charles has shown a strong eye for sartorial detail. However, one area which I believe Prince Charles is unrivaled in is his expert use of accessories. Prince is known to be a big fan of pocket squares, lapel badges, lapel flowers, cufflinks, signet rings, waistcoat chains and tie tags. Prince Charles uses accessories as a way of distinguishing himself in a formal setting, elevating his style and presenting a more classic and elegant look. Another stylish detail that Prince Charles has become known for in recent times is the use of the Marcello vestlet, an old-fashioned yet nonetheless stylish detail which sets him apart from other members of the royal family wearing morning wear. The white accents slipped into the edges of the waistcoat give the impression of an additional layer, visually drawing attention towards the torso. Believe it or not, Prince Charles is as loyal as they come.
Camilla is who I want. That is where my loyalties lie. That is who my priority is.
Or at least when it comes to his tailors and outfitters, with whom he has relationships spanning several decades. The Prince is regarded as a champion of British industry and has previously lended his support to many campaigns directly affecting British businesses. Prince Charles once ordered tailors at Campbell's of Bewley, based in the Scottish Highlands, to stop making his tweed jacket after discovering the staghorn buttons were made in Austria. He wanted every inch of his outfit to be home sourced and show the royal family's commitment to industry north of the border. The Prince's strong relationships with British manufacturers is well documented. He makes a point to ensure that all of his clothing are not only of the highest quality, but are British made. His long-standing relationships with a select few companies has been made official by way of the royal warrant. The Prince's official tailors since the 1980s include Anderson&Sheppard, now based on Clifton Street, and Jeeves & Hawkes, based at No. 1 Savile Row. For his shoes, the Prince has been wearing John Lobb since the early 1970s, but also wears other prestigious British brands such as George Cleverley, Crockett & Jones and Trickers. For his shirts, the Prince is known to wear Chamberlain Asa and Emma Willis. The fifth star rule is practicality. As previously mentioned, one of the Prince's strengths is his ability to pick accessories which perfectly harmonise with his outfit. Another excellent quality of his is his ability to balance being stylish with being practical. The Prince's clothing choices are not only motivated by fashion, but by comfort, necessity and common sense. In almost any situation, Prince Charles is able to pick the right outfit for the right occasion, effortlessly maintaining the look of the classic English gentleman. Perhaps the most obvious example of Prince Charles incorporating practicality into his everyday style is the use of his pockets. All of the Prince's suits have jetted pockets which are functional, as the Prince has a long-standing habit of placing his hands into his jacket pockets, a detail picked up in the Netflix drama The Crown. When in hot climates, the Prince usually wears lightweight suits, occasionally pairing his suit with his long-serving Panama hat and sunglasses. When engaged on nature trips or tours involving walking for long periods of time, the Prince is able to switch to more comfortable and casual flat canvas footwear. Prince Charles is able to execute subtlety in a number of ways, whether it's the subtle overcheck patterns present in his Glen check suits or the fine stripes apparent in his Bengal shirts. The Prince has a subtle way of introducing colour into his outfits. The Prince is a master of understated elegance and conveying secret messages through his clothing. His military affiliations, which may not always be apparent, are proudly displayed through the use of his various regimental ties. Despite on the surface appearing to be frugal and making good use of all of his clothing, there are occasional displays of wealth and opulence, which Prince Charles secretly indulges in. The Prince has a large collection of cufflinks, many of which have been engraved or personalised to meet his personal taste. The Prince's desire to keep a low profile and maintain an unstated appearance has been coined by some as stealth wealth.